What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Creative Rise podcast. We're so glad you're here for episode 215, which is awesome. I want to start off by quickly asking you a question. Does hitting 10K months to you feel impossible? Or maybe it actually is possible and you've done it before, but it's super inconsistent. Maybe you only hit it once or twice a year. That's really common with a lot of creatives that we see. And we know that that can be stressful. That adds a lot of pressure to your business. We see a lot of creatives burn out after a couple years because they either can't figure out how to crack that 6-figure plus mark, or they can only do it once or twice a year, but they're not even sure how they did it. You guys, this doesn't need to be this way. Success in the creative business, we believe here at Creative Rise, does not come down to your creativity. While creativity is super important, it does not outline you for growth in the future, but business strategy does. And we believe that you can learn that and you can implement that in order to hit 10K months, which is exactly what we are focusing our next workshop on, a live free virtual workshop we're doing February 26th called the 10K per month creator workshop. And we are so excited to do this.
Exciting day. We love when we get to release the dates for these workshops. We only do about 2 of them a year. And a lot of you guys ask us, hey, when's the next one? When's it coming up? It was so great last time. We loved it. When's the next one happening? And officially, it's happening on February 26th.
February 26th.
And it's a great topic. Hey, how can you actually hit 10K months as a creative? And this also goes whether you're in the wedding space, whether you're in the brand space, whether you're a photographer, a filmmaker, a social media manager, a content creator, a graphic designer, you're an agency owner, a web developer, whatever you might be. If you're looking to build a service-based creative agency, creative business, this is for you, which is going to be really fun. So we've got a bunch of stuff that we're going to be breaking down. There's a lot of new opportunities come 2025 that are really important that we want you guys to know about, that we are actively using to hit 10K months and well over 10K months ourselves, and how you guys can do the same thing. So we can't wait to talk about it. It's going to be a blast.
So excited.
February 26th, 4:30.
4:30 p.m.
4:30
PST.
Pacific Standard Time.
Go to creativerise.com/workshop or just go to the notes in this description and you'll be able to register for there. Again, completely for free. We only have 150 spots, so we keep it nice and intimate and limited. So make sure you get in there. Go register your spot right now. We're also doing a giveaway too that we're going to release some more details very soon for those that are live on the workshop. So make sure you get it in your calendar. And meet us on February 26th. We're so excited to see you guys.
We're going to bring a ton of content. And as always, as we always do on our live workshops, we also then do like an hour plus of Q&A. Just like fire in your question. We chat with you.
No question is a dumb question.
Yeah, no question is a dumb question. And that's really important because you need feedback loops in your business. You need things where you can ask a question and actually get a contextualized answer. So really excited about that. Cannot wait to see you guys on the 10K per month creator workshop coming up February 26th, 4:30 Pacific Standard Time. Go to creativerise.com/workshop again, or hit the link in the description and you'll be able to jump on and get one of the 150 spots, which is really fun. But guys, we are today here to talk about something that is very, very important and very real to me, very real to you, and very real to you as well, whether you know it or not. Talking about and understanding opportunity cost in your business is a very, very important thing. Well, right off the bat, what is opportunity cost and how does it relate to us, people who own creative businesses? Whether you're a photographer and filmmaker like myself, a brand strategist like myself, photographer in the wedding space like Christy, or now in the brand space, whether you run social media accounts like I used to do, whatever that might be, opportunity cost is real and it's coming to get you. And what you need to know about it is very important. So what is opportunity cost? It's like the scary thing underneath your bed that's running at you in the middle of the night when you get up, when you're a kid, like running to the restroom or something. Opportunity cost is, by definition, the tax you pay, the cost you pay when you don't do something and you miss out on the opportunity. So I have a really good example. It's a very close to home example for me. Back in 2020, I invested in a startup. And I got in at a really, really low investment, a really, really great buy-in. And my goal was, when I bought in, I said to myself, I'm not going to play the game. I'm not going to day trade. I'm not going to do anything like this. I think this is a really good opportunity. I'm not going to sell until the company sells. Okay? I don't want to play the game, because when you play the game, you lose. I'm just going to make the investment, forget about it. And then I'm going to make a crap ton of money when this thing sells one day, right? Which is the goal of anybody investing in anything. Now, so what happened was the company did do what I thought it was going to do, and it went up and up and up and up and up. And my $4,000 initial investment had $226,000 of profit. That's a lot of money, okay? So I'm sitting there going to Christy, I'm going, this is crazy. It's like every day you wake up and it's just worth,
sell.
It's worth more and more. And Christy kept going, you need to sell. And I was going, no. It's only at whatever $2 in something right now. What if it goes to 10, which I told myself buyouts in this industry typically are like can be like $8 to $10. So I'm going to wait. I'm not going to play the game until the company sells. Because yes, there's a lot of money, $226,000 of profit right now. But if I don't sell my shares, what could it be in the future? And that risk to me, I thought was worth it. Actually, I still think it's worth it because I'm still holding on to it. What happened was it went all the way up, $226,000 of profit. And now it has gone all the way back down. And how much did I sell?
Zero.
None of it. Okay. So this might be a funny podcast to revisit one day because we might look back on this and go, thank goodness you didn't sell in 2020 because look where it's at now. It really bounced back up and maybe the company gets bought out. Maybe the company gets bought out. That was my initial hope. And it's still on there. It's still on the table. It's still in the cards for that to potentially happen. However, I never educated myself, nor really, I knew about it, but I didn't take it seriously enough to consider what it looks like to actually take profits as things go up. And because I didn't do that, that opportunity cost me $226,000, right? That is opportunity cost. I hope that's a good picture into it, an experience in my own life where I neglected something. And because I neglected something, there was a cost to the opportunity I neglected. So the question for you today is, what does opportunity cost look like in your business? And where are the areas that you're neglecting something and it's costing you money? You're paying a tax on it. So another good example of this is I was chatting with a friend last week who has his own creative business. Great dude, insanely talented. And we were talking about how he's feeling isolated. He's feeling like he doesn't have a ton of creatives around him. He doesn't have people that are having eyes on his business. He doesn't have a ton of people to share things with. And because of that, he says, man, I just don't feel I don't feel like motivated. Like I feel like I spend most of my days unmotivated. And if you run your own business the same way we run our own businesses, doing it from a place of pure, not motivated, like totally unmotivated, somewhat even discouraged. Like if you spend a lot of your time in those camps, it's really hard to do well, right?
Yeah.
Like the job of an entrepreneur, the job of somebody owning your own business. I've been doing this for 11 years now. You've been doing this for like 8, 9 years. It's super important to try and put yourself in proximity to places, people, and things where you are going to be motivated, right? Now, you cannot only rely on motivation. You need discipline and all those other things, but motivation is very, very important. So this guy's not feeling motivated. He's feeling quite isolated. And I asked him the question, I said, how much is you not having a really good creative community that you feel supported by, encouraged by, and most importantly, motivated by, how much is that actually costing you? If you only spend 20% of your days in a work year motivated, where if you had a community constantly encouraging you and getting you excited, inspiring you, if you were 80% motivated throughout the whole year to work on things in your business, would you 4x your income? Would your business be 4x the size? And the answer to that is probably yes, right? So that's another example of opportunity costs as it relates to me, as it relates to you, as it relates to my friend, and as it relates to you guys listening as well. We really need to think about what are the things we are neglecting and how is that costing us opportunity and costing us money? Very, very real thing.
Yeah, very real. We're going to give you 3 key areas that we see that most creatives get this opportunity cost and it's costing them. And we want to kind of shed some light on those 3 things really quickly so that you can go, ooh, which ones? Like, am I number 1? Am I number 2? Or am I 3? Or am I all 3 for 3 on all of these things? And it's costing me money. The first one, and this is honestly, in my opinion, the most important one. And this is not for people who are just starting. This is not for people who are just finishing. This is for every single stage of business. And it's the feedback loop. It's not having a feedback loop in your business. Introverts need this. Extroverts need this.
Yes.
Most extroverts tend to love usually to go around and like be in communities and get feedback and things like that. Introverts really, really need this. But you guys, feedback loops are so important because it basically, if you are just operating your business all by yourself on your little island, you are going to miss out on so many things. Your offers may be all messed up. Your pricing may be messed up. Maybe the stuff you're doing isn't messed up, but you're missing out on things that you could be doing where you could be making either so much more money in your business, or you can be doing it in a sustainable way, or you could be doing it in a way better way. Feedback loops are so important for somebody else to put their eyes on your business and actually give you feedback on what is actually happening. Whether that's a peer, whether that's a coach, whether that's whatever it is, You need to have feedback loops where you can go to people and go, hey, look at this. Where does it suck?
How's
Where
this
does it need to get
pitch?
better?
What's
How
my
does this
pricing
pitch
look like?
Exactly. Like, what are these feedback loops, these communities that you're a part of that are helping you do that? Joey and I have that. We work with people. We are a feedback loop for so many people. And it's the best thing ever because you scale so much quicker where you just burn out if you don't have that. So number one, you may be missing out on so much revenue if you do not have proper feedback loops.
Yeah, that's a one that has a lot of opportunity cost to it when you don't have that. The second one that we want to talk about today that's really important that if you're not doing, you will be missing out on opportunity is innovating on your offers. So day by day, year by year, what we need to be selling to the market as service-based creatives changes. If you look at the 11 years since 2014 that I've started my business in 2014, it was strictly a video agency when I started. I was like, why shoot a photo when you can take a video? That sounds stupid, right? Yesterday, we were on a photo campaign for like 5 or 6 hours.
a long time.
So what I say that to say is that I have done photo, video, brand strategy, marketing, building pipelines, running social media accounts, social media advertising, paid versus organic. I've done everything because I've continued to learn and innovate not only my skill sets, but my offers over the last 11 years, which has made me a really great creative asset for my clients. And so what I want to encourage you to think about is, are you still selling the offers that you were selling, whether it's in the wedding or the brand space, that you were selling back in 2020 or in 2017 or in 2022? Are you still selling the exact same thing? And if you are, I want you to ask yourself, is there opportunity for me to innovate on this a little bit? I'm not saying throw the thing out and completely go in a different direction, but where has the world shifted? Where has the demand shifted? What are people paying for now that you need to be innovating your offer into so that you can not only stay relevant, but continue to grow your business? These are very important things to think about, right? Very important things to think about. And if you don't do this and you just sit on the same offers you've been selling, you will miss the boat on future opportunities and you will miss the boat on increasing your business size, which is why you're listening to the show, right? You're trying to grow your business. So innovating on our offers is another area where I see a lot of people, including myself, if I don't stay on top of it, falling into the pitfall and missing the boat on new opportunities, which is very, very important that we don't miss that.
Absolutely.
And we see that a ton when we work with creatives. A lot of people, their pricing is like, their pricing and their offers and like the exact deliverables and what they're selling. I'm like, dude, this is stuff that like people were buying and spending a lot of money on in 2017, but today, things look different. The platforms have changed, or the way people market their businesses have changed, or what brides want.
Or what everyone else is pitching the exact same thing. And so you're not getting deals on stuff you used to get.
You need to innovate again.
Because you're not innovating and offering something new to these clients that stands out. So we love talking about innovating offers. We're going to be talking about a ton on our workshop on February 26th. So make sure you are there, which is awesome. Last one, number 3, last one of the opportunity costs that you may be missing out on is lead generation.
It's probably the biggest one.
This is a really, really big one. The movie quote, I'm like totally escaping my mind of what movie this was, but it's if you build it, they will come. It's like the baseball movie where he like builds a baseball diamond. Like if you build it, they will come. I feel like a lot of creatives, and I know I have done this, I have subscribed to this. If I just build up my website, if I build my pricing guide, if I build out my offers, if I build all the backside things of everything about my business, and then I just do one announcement post, the clients will come. They will just magically come into my inbox. They'll magically find me. And then it's going to be great. I'm going to make all this money. And if anybody has run a creative business for any amount of time, you know that is just not true. You build it and they don't come. That's why you have lead generation. This is where kind of like the law of conversion numbers really comes into play. You don't just build something and then just go, oh, people are just going to automatically know about me and they're going to come into my inbox. You have to go, how am I reaching new people every single day? Because if you got to think about, hey, how many eyeballs do I need on my business to convert into clients? It's not going to be everybody, right? So that's why you need volume of new eyeballs onto your business. So it's like, how many social media posts do I need to put out there to reach this many people to convert it into an inquiry for my weddings?
Yeah, and like something real quick you guys can do is just look at your overall reach from the past year. Estimate what your overall reach was last year on all your social platforms or on all the pitches you did, and then go, how many of those turned into actual like work? What is the cost for that work? What was the revenue made off that work? And then you just do the math and go, for every X amount of people I reach, I get X amount of inquiries or X amount of meetings booked, and I get land X amount of sales. Like, we have to learn how to do these things, guys. As creatives, you're running a business, right? We have to start treating it like a business, and knowing your numbers is really important.
It's
So
so important.
if you fail to do that, you neglect the lead generation numbers, all the math behind lead generation. More importantly, if you just neglect lead gen in its simplest form, you're not on socials, you're not pitching, you're not showing your face, you're not talking and getting in front of your ideal clients. If you neglect that, you cannot ask yourself why your business isn't growing, because it's a clear answer. And so that is a huge one that we see people neglect. And there is a heavy opportunity cost to neglecting putting yourself out there and trying to generate leads for your photo or video business or social media management business.
Yeah.
Very, very important.
So those are our 3 opportunity costs. Number 1, feedback loops. Number 2, innovating your offers. And number 3, actually doing lead generation in order to convert your clients.
And there's a lot of other things. Obviously, there is a ton of opportunity cost on. This list could go on and on and on and on. For the sake of today's podcast, I wanted to boil it down to 3 things that quite simply you can start thinking about this week and really trying to take action on. And if you need help taking action on those, well, great news, because there's a lot of stuff coming up this month. First things first, again, we have that new workshop coming up for 150 people that are going to get to join us for free on that workshop, the 10K per month creator workshop. Cannot wait to see you there. We're going to be breaking down more of these areas that have opportunity costs for them, and we're going to be showing you how to improve this in your business. So going to be doing that. We're also going to be showing you guys some of the trends that we see that we've actually been operating off in our businesses that have been helping us have a great start to 2025. One of the busiest starts we've had in probably the last 3 or 4 years. It's been a really busy January so far, and now into the beginning of February. So we want to show you guys all that stuff. We want to break that all down. So we'd love if you would join us. And even more than that, if you're like, hey, love the pod, I've been listening for a while, or I just know I really want to focus on business this year in 2025. Well, even better news, the 13th round, that's right, which is crazy. The 13th round of the 6-week Creative Rise Mastermind is starting on March 16th. Applications are going live on March 2nd. If you don't know what that is, if you're newer to Creative Rise, in 2019, we said, we think that if we boil down what's been working for us to build 6-figure businesses into 6 pillars, and we could teach people these, not only teach them, but help them implement it, and then create a ton of accountability so people actually do things, do it in a communal way, right? Where you get that feedback loop. What if we tried that? We tried it 5 years ago, almost 6 years ago now. This August will be 6 years. We tried it, and it really worked for a lot of people. So we've been doing it ever since and innovating on it ever since. And it is phenomenal. So we've had hundreds and hundreds, 350 grads go through this, and you could be the next person that we could help you really blow up your business in 6 weeks, right? It's like an incubator. Baby comes out of the womb, goes in a little incubator, helps it grow. This is what this is. This is what this is like for your business. Maybe your business is new. Maybe your business was born last year, and it needs to go in the incubator and learn how to build a 6-figure business foundation. So totally abstract example, guys, but the next round of the mastermind is coming up, and we would love to see you there. Who's it for? Photographers, filmmakers, graphic designers, social media managers, agency owners, people that are trying to grow a service-based creative business, whether you are already doing 6 figures, but it feels unstable and you want to learn how to grow it and stabilize it, or whether you're just getting started and you want to get the foundation right from the first place so you don't have to grow to $50,000 a year, realize you're stuck, and then have to restart, right? Get the foundation right off the bat. So we'd love to help you do that. Go to creativerouse.com. You can join the waitlist there and get all the information there. Getting on the waitlist is very important, guys, because it sells out almost entirely 35 spots every time from the waitlist. So it's really important that you get there if you want. And there's also a bunch of other waitlist bonuses. You'll see them all when you go there. But guys, hope you're having a great day. If you love this episode, please do something about it. Not only share it with a friend, but do something this week that is going to help you reduce the opportunity cost in your business by actually taking action on the things you know are really important. Maybe you start with one of these 3: lead generation, getting feedback loops, and innovating your offers, right? Very important things.
Yeah.
Share the episode with a friend, and we'll catch you guys next week. See you guys.